Claire.
Hello.
How are
Hello. How are
you?
you? I'm
Good.
good. Good.
Good.
Yeah. Another beautiful day in the UK. Still,
Nice.
we're having a lovely spring stroke. Well, it's not even summer yet, is it really officially? Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, really good
Cool.
weather.
Here too in Alberta, Canada. It's a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful day. Mild. Mm-hmm. Spring.
Yeah,
I hear you
definitely.
have a word for me.
I
Oh,
do have
sorry. I
words.
was
Yeah.
jumping right in.
Everything's very green. It's lovely. I do like spring. It's probably my favourite season. Yes, I do have a
mm,
word for you, and the
mm,
word is enough.
mm. Yeah. Well, context with enough, right? What is enough? It depends on, of course, your perspective and how you're looking at it and the meaning that you're making. I kind of see two things. I see that our true nature is already enough of everything. There is no even enough. There's not even a measurement of enough because it's always there. So, yeah, so from this one perspective, there's always enough. There's no measurement of it from our true nature. And yet, our true nature is infinite. So, from that perspective, there's always more that's being created. So, when you bring those two words together of more and enough, it's like they're flying in the face of each other. So, the feeling, so coming from true nature, there's always enough all along the way, no matter what we're creating, what we're doing more of, or maybe creating more looks like less of something because we're always just creating what's coming through us to create. There's a feeling to it, and that is always enough. That will always be enough. When I look at it from this personal mind perspective, this ego mind perspective, everywhere I look outside of me, I'm lacking or have too much, like I have too much paper, more than enough, or I have not enough space, or not enough time, or not enough of this, or not enough money, or not enough. Yet pulling my gaze, my observance from out there, the outside circumstances, and sort of pulling it back in. And sort of settling into, we all have that space where we can come from. We may not always have words to describe it, but there's a feeling of it. For me, it's almost like settling back, settling in, and being sort of cradled or supported. And it's like internal. And from that place, when I look from, with presence consciously from this internal and looking at those things outside, I can see that they're not too much or not enough or anything. They just are until I let myself go out there, and then I can look at this paper, which I've actually neatly organized now, and I can still look at one pile and think, oh my gosh, those are things to do, and it feels like too much. So it's really so subjective when we're coming at it from this outside in, like, everything that the meaning that we're making of everything out there is affecting us, and it's feeling like too much. We're not enough, scarce. And that place inside, it's always just a feeling of, like, when I'm present, it is a feeling of enough. I may not even call it that word, but it's like, it's what is, and there's no judgment on it. That's kind of, if I'm going to like try to put the word enough to it, it's like that's just what is, and there's no meaning or anything about it. That's a starter.
It's riddled with comparison, isn't it? There has to be something to, even if it's imagined, something that is to compare with. And that often is imagined, especially when we talk about ourselves not being enough. There's this imagined idea of how we're supposed to be, doing enough or being enough or earning enough, or the most of the time that comparison we're making is with something that doesn't even exist. It's never existed. It's just, and I just thought about that as you were saying, something you said just sparked that thought in me, that it has to be grounded in comparison, because it's a comparative language, isn't it? Enough. It has to be to do with, well, there's something that's less and something that's more, or and then but actually, like if I say I've not done enough today, according to whom? According to whose version of reality is that? Is like, it's just nonsense, isn't it? It doesn't really. It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. That word is almost nonsense, isn't it? How do we know what enough is? When, like you said, that there's something about the infiniteness of life that is infinite. It can't be compared with anything. I remember Michael Neal once saying, when you're talking about this, I don't know, energy of life, I quite like that phrase, but Sydney Banks called it mind, that when you're talking about that, you can't get it, you can't grasp it really. And he said it's like pointing at fire with ice. And the closer you get to it, the ice just melts. You can't really grasp hold of it anymore. It's not describable. And that's what we are. So how can that not be enough? It doesn't even... The word looks ludicrous, doesn't it, when you start to just even... But we use it a lot, and I think we use it a lot to beat ourselves up. I'm not tidy enough. I'm not organised enough. I don't do enough. I'm not, this afternoon I've not been sleeping very well. So I had a very long lunch with a business lady I've just met through networking. And I came back and I did a bit of chopping for the tea. And then I just lay here and listened to a yoga nidra. I just knew that I needed to rest. And that comes a little bit easier now. Rather than just busying myself all the time, because that's been such a driver in my life, that enough. I was never quite enough, doing enough, or perfect enough. That's another one, isn't it? Like those two things. I think enoughness and perfection, they go together, don't they? They're like little cellmates. In fact, they should be cellmates. Would you put them both in prison and throw away the key? Never let them out again. That would be lovely. because they're quite cruel words, really. We use them to be quite cruel to ourselves. I talk about, obviously, the inner critic to inner knowing journey, and we do some that. I think that was the battle cry, I think, of my inner critic was, "You're not doing enough. Do more. Not enough yet. It's not enough yet. It's not enough. Do some more. Do some more." To the point of, my mind exhausting my body. She's mad when you think about it, that my mind demanded so much more and more and more and more to try and be enough, whatever the heck that was supposed to be, to the point where my body said, "Not doing that anymore, actually." It's not enough. My body said enough. It said, "Stop it now." But that's crazy that we do that. And I know I'm not the only one who is living that life of chasing enoughness, whatever that is, to the point of crazy, really. To try and get Lord knows where. Like there is somewhere to get to.
Yeah. Yeah. I like what you said about, well, two things that kind of struck me is this, not enough according to who. And it's like, and really it's like not enough according to which thought that pass by, and we like, I saw you swiping at a fly or some bug that was, and it was just like, yeah, like that. You got it. I know someone who's really good.
There's definitely more than enough flipping flies in my flipping motorhome now, to tell you. Do my head in. Definitely enough flies. Don't want any more of them.
Right. And there's things you could do. You could open up the door and let them go out. And isn't that what our thoughts do? Our thoughts come and go. But, we'll grab onto those that something along the way has told us, right, that's an important one. We need to be enough. And we can use it either to like beat the heck out of ourselves, or just like push us down and put us in a little box, or a little like just that no, stay down. Because I've used this word a few times this week, even this morning, about not enough, not knowing enough, not being enough, not speaking enough, not doing this enough. It's like, oh my gosh. Or like that I'm not enough and I shouldn't be speaking, or, there's all kind, you can like, it's such a versatilely abusive word, self-abusive word. You can use it in any way you want.
And it can come from all the different directions, can't it? Because it's like, right, you're not doing enough, but you're being a bit too much. You know what I mean? Like it's like the same like icky language. It's like, it's just horrible. Yeah. And where do we like? It's like where do we end up with this nonsense of? I think comparison's got something to do with it, or some sense of where we're supposed to be, because at some point when we were little, maybe somebody said, I don't know, I think maybe our parents were that generation who you just have to work hard. Just keep working hard for the rest of your life till you literally, well, you might get to retirement if you're lucky, but you'll probably drop dead before that. It's just like work hard kind of thing. I don't know, maybe it's something about that, but it's like you said, it's so insidious. Like how much we use that word to beat ourselves up, just all the time. And it's nonsense.
It is.
Nonsense.
Even with not enough sleep, because I too experienced that. I actually almost called you, sent you a note about an hour and a half ago, say, hey, Do you think maybe, is there another time this week we could do this? Because I didn't get a lot of sleep, and then I was dwelling on it. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, my eyes are, it's like, oh, for God's sake, get with it. So I just got present and just like, I actually feel really good. And as soon as I put my attention on, I'm okay, I'm functioning, I've done some things this morning, I'm totally capable of doing more. And the more that I got on, like we can create this a little snowball, little momentum, whatever you want to call it, just with our thoughts. So this more earlier, I was creating this snowball effect, this momentum that was going, it was like rolling off the back of the cliff. I'm going backwards. And it's just like, oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just feeding this thought that I'm tired. I'm okay. I have a whole day ahead of me that I have plans for, that I want to do. Like I'm excited to dive in. I am not. And then as soon as I started down this path, I didn't even get all the thoughts out, right? Like now I'm forming the thoughts, but there wasn't even fully formed thoughts. It was more like it happens like that, right? Where it's like, I'm fine. And then it turned in the other direction. Like just like that, we can shift everything where not enough or enough becomes like, I'm good. I'm good. And carry on. Funny how that happened. Truly.
Like the minute you see through it, it ceases to exist, doesn't it? Like it's that, like you say, like the clouds passing across. It's just in, out, in, out, in, out. And then you move on. Because I think it, like, if with mine, it's always like not enough, not doing enough. That was all the time, never doing it. I never was doing enough. But interestingly, the thought of I'm not doing enough didn't actually make me more productive. Because there's an irony, isn't it? Because as you start to think, oh, I'm not doing enough, then you start to feel terrible about yourself. Then you feel low. And then you go do some procrastinating and faffing around because you want to get rid of that horrible feeling. And so that's a vicious, it's like a part similar to the overwhelm sort of vicious cycle. When, and actually you can get really caught up in that cycle, and actually it is that step back, like you said, and just, oh, I'm aware there's some really silly thinking here going on, like that I don't have to engage with. Like I can just I feel like almost the awareness piece is almost like just a step backwards to watch the thinker doing the thinking, and then go, oh yeah, but that's all just complete rubbish. And I think as well, like I think when we think it's not enough, we probably feel urgent, overwhelmed. We feel that in our bodies, and that's brilliant because that's like that massive cue that our thinking is utter rubbish. That's it. Like you feel terrible in your body. That is a great, it's a gift. I remember I can't remember which 3P, it was a 3P older lady who, I can't remember, it might have been Elsie Spittle who said they're like love letters from when we get those physical sensations, which we of course have been taught to suppress and get rid of, and that they're a problem. No, if we're feeling like that rushed up urgent feeling or that overwhelmed feeling, there's probably is the inner critic saying, not enough, you need to do more, you're not doing enough. And that's a lie.
Yeah.
Because back to the beginning, there is no measure. There's no measure. It's not a ruler. There isn't a ruler to measure enough. Oh, you're 30 centimeters now, so you've cracked it. There isn't. That doesn't exist. And I think for entrepreneurs, business owners who might be listening to this, it's huge. Is this for our businesses, because we're the ones setting the expectations. So we go, there's a list of 25 things and I haven't done them, so I've not done enough. Yes, you made that up in the first place, and now you're making up the fact that you failed. It's not a thing. It's not true. And it feels terrible. So you know you're off. You know your thinking's off and rubbish, not true, because you feel that. Crazy. It's a good word.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and where does all that? Just a note. I'm having a hot flash, so I'm fanning myself a bit. I'm sorry
Yes, I thought
if
so.
it's sounding windy in here.
Oh, bless you. Joy on. Especially as it
Yeah.
gets warmer.
Right. I could say enough of this. When is this going to stop? But it's like, really? It's like I'm kind of feeling really hot and getting like uncomfortable. So why don't I just fan myself and just let it go? Because it's going to pass just like those thoughts. I was going to say and comparison, even that, because I didn't used to get hot flashes and now I do. I want it like it was before. I could stay caught in that of too much of this, not enough of that. And what's happening? I'm just suffering. I'm just suffering more, but only at the cause of my own focus, of my own what I'm hanging on to. So it's crazy. Yeah. So you're right. You had mentioned earlier about comparison. It does all start there. It is. But I mean, that's the nature of being human, right? We live on a spectrum of what's most delightful and what's not so. So, and everything from one end to the other is available to us. Just knowing that it's there and it is a choice because we are these amazingly creative beings, like so simply, we can just choose with our own thoughts which direction, what we're going to look towards, focus towards. Hey, yeah, I'm good, even though I only had a few hours sleep. It actually was enough. How do I know? Because I'm here functioning. I've done a lot of things today and I'm able to do more. I'm not
And you
going
have
to keel
fallen
over.
asleep during the podcast. It's good news. This is marvellous. That would have been a bit weird because then I'd be like, how do I wake Michaela up? Shout down the microphone, Michaela, wake up. You're still here, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's all worked out. It works out.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah. It's very good. Really good word, Claire. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
See you soon.
Ciao.
Bye.